Um, Hi, it's Quadex here, and I've decided to upload again soon after the many threats to my life and more made on Discord. Speaking of which, the new Discord should be in the description of today's video, and up today, after you watch this video, come join me. I should probably be on a call just recording some gameplay for the big project I've been working on with Unknown. So if you want to just come and talk to me, you can on Discord. The link will be in the description. Please, no more threats though. I like breathing. Anyways, today's video is about what if Sasuke wasn't a brick. And you might argue that, Sasuke made pretty good sense. And for his character, right? His backstory, his personality, up until Itachi's death, Sasuke actually made a lot of sense. The things he did, it felt right for him to do, even though it was very frustrating to watch him do at times. But for his character, it made sense. Kishimoto did pretty well. He's good at writing male characters. We don't we don't talk about his female character writing though. Yeah. Anyways, so what if Sasuke wasn't bricked? Now, to go over that, we kind of need to go over his big brother Itachi, because he kind of forged a path for Sasuke's life, and that's the path Sasuke went down. So we need to talk about Itachi, the person who led him down that path. So Itachi was faced with a very hard decision at a young age. Itachi was a pacifist. He did not want to see the people that he cared about die, and he was given a very hard choice of ending his clan because they wanted to murder the people in the village that they lived in, or murdering his clan and saving the village that his clan lived in, and saving his little brother, the being he cared about above the village that raised them, the clan that raised them, his own parents, the people who took care of him his entire life, his best friend Shisui, his own girlfriend, every person in his life, the whole village, the entire clan. Itachi put Sasuke above all of that. That is, keeping Sasuke safe was his life goal. Well, one of them. He failed at the other one. But anyways, so Itachi did the hard choice of ending his entire clan and making his little brother Sasuke hate him. Now, the reason he did that was he believed that if Sasuke hated him enough, he will train and be strong enough to take care of himself, and one day come and kill him and get the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, which would solidify him being able to take care of himself and hopefully repopulating the clan, washing away, Itachi's sin. And this way, the village would have been safe too. Brother lives, brother gets strong, whatever. Made sense from Itachi's perspective. And it makes sense why he did it. He was a pacifist. He didn't want his village to be in a war, and he wanted to keep his brother safe, which could be argued, but I believe he did. Now, what he wanted for Sasuke was to be seen as a hero for, ending the person that killed an entire clan, and not any clan, the Uchiha clan, one of the founders and one of the strongest clans in all of Naruto, by himself at the age of what? How old was he? What was he, like 12, 13? At 13, he was able to wipe out one of the strongest clans in all of Naruto, and his little brother Sasuke would be the person who ended that, like, put that man to rest, the person who took one of Konoha's strongest clans out, Sasuke would have been seen as a massive hero, being able to not only a massive hero, but a very strong hero at that, being able to kill the man that ended the entire Uchiha clan in one night, in one strike, basically. So Itachi wanted Sasuke to become very strong and be seen as a hero, and he wanted his brother to keep the village safe and prosperous and keep peace in the village and maybe even the ninja world, which was his original dream before Sasuke was born, to have peace in the ninja world. And when Itachi died, he put the Amaterasu into Sasuke's eye and made it activate on seeing Obito's eye, just so Obito wouldn't be able to expose his secrets and ruin all of this careful planning that Itachi had done. But Obito, being Obito, lived, spilled Itachi's secrets that he planned to take to the grave with him, the burden that he had placed on him, and he placed that burden on Sasuke. Now, Sasuke, being a very logical, non-rash intellectual, did the smart thing and decided to destroy the fucking village that his brother gave his life for, his clan up for, his parents, his own girlfriend. Itachi gave all of those things up. The ability to have a happy life and to not be hated by the only person alive who he cared for. He gave up all of that to have the Leaf Village be saved. And Sasuke decides it's an amazing idea to destroy everything Itachi had ever worked for in his entire life, because he's so intelligent. Sasuke is a fucking brick. Not all the time, but at certain points like this, he has me question his intellectual abilities. And in this story, instead of being a brick, he will make the right decision, and after seeing what his brother had worked for, decide to, continue his legacy and even maybe clear Itachi's name, because Itachi was one of Leaf's biggest heroes. Now let's talk about one way Sasuke could have gone about this that would have been more logical. After finding out everything about Itachi, it would have made a lot more sense for him to go back to the Leaf instead of, joining the Akatsuki. The people... And if he went back to the Leaf, if I have my timeline correct, he would have gotten there, like if he left immediately, he would have gotten there before Pain would have managed to destroy it. And for plot convenience, I'm going to have him arrive there before Naruto does, start helping the village fight off the path, so the village wouldn't be as exposed as it was without Naruto there. I feel like Sasuke would be able to take out a couple of paths. If Konohamaru, at the age of 12, was able to take out one of the paths of pain, I'm pretty confident in Sasuke Uchiha's ability with the Mangekyo Sharingan, plus, Eternal Mangekyo, no, just normal Mangekyo Sharingan at this point, because he still hasn't implanted the eyes, but still, pretty strong. Sasuke Uchiha, pretty confident in Sasuke Uchiha's ability to, take care of a couple of paths of pain before Naruto arrives. Now, is that saying a lot? No, because they would have probably been retrieved and healed to the fullest, so when Naruto does arrive, it's the same scenario, except the village hasn't been nuked yet, so Tsunade is not out of the game, because with Sasuke there, Pain would have to focus more of his paths on Sasuke to, not lose, and he wouldn't be able to go up there and flex the way he did. So village still intact, Tsunade still all good, no coma, and now it's Naruto and Sasuke fighting all the paths of pain. Now, Naruto in the original only won because of plot convenience and Minato being inside of him, to be honest, because he should have lost control. The whole Minato there being there was plot convenience, but hey, I'm not complaining. I enjoyed that moment a lot. So, in this version, with Sasuke's help, I don't think he would be forced to use the, like, I don't think Hinata would have had to jump in like that, because Sasuke would be fighting alongside of him, and instead of Hinata getting, impaled by pain, I feel like it would have been Sasuke who saved Naruto, and he's strong enough to not, nearly die because of pain. Hence, Naruto wouldn't, lose control. Now, would he probably use some Nine Tails chakra and Sage Mode? Probably. I feel like this is where the first fight where he gets pushed far enough to have to use a bit of both. But with Sasuke there, I'm pretty sure they would be able to take care of pain. And now comes the part where Naruto goes alone to speak with him. The question is, would Sasuke be like, yeah, sure, let's talk to this guy who tried to destroy our village? I feel like Sasuke would be more on the side of, hey, let's fucking kill him so he doesn't try to kill us. But I'm pretty sure Naruto being like, hey, this man killed my sensei. He was trained by my sensei. This is barely your village. This is my business. And I feel like Sasuke would be able to, see the reasoning in that and let Naruto handle it, in which case it would go the same, and the few people who were, and Toaster Bath would be revived. Pain would still, Toaster Bath, and Conan would dip like canon. So it would be Sasuke in the village now, Naruto having his friend back, and Tsunade's still alive. Konoha doesn't have that much rebuilding to do because it didn't get nuked. Now, I feel like Naruto and Kakashi would be like, hey, explanation, and Sasuke speaking to Kakashi first, since Kakashi knew Itachi and they were in the Anbu together, and him explaining all of this to Kakashi would make a lot of sense. And Naruto already wanted him back in the village, even with everything he's done, so Naruto would have no problem accepting him back. Sakura wouldn't have an issue accepting him back, because even though she quote-unquote attempted to toaster bath him, she still loved him. And with Kakashi explaining everything to Tsunade about Itachi and stuff, and Sasuke kind of saving the village, honestly, because without Sasuke there, the village would have been nuked. I feel like he would be forgiven enough to be like, okay, you can join again, but I'm sure it wouldn't be like a full, like he would get away with it fully, probably be on probation or something like that, maybe put in a cell for a few days, but just like in canon, he's released, he's cool. One major thing this changes is that Danzo never becomes temporary Hokage, and neither does Kakashi, I believe, but that depends. Well, Kakashi doesn't become Hokage yet. He might later if Tsunade's like, hey, I'm going to be going back to being a crippling alcoholic. You take care of the village until Naruto becomes Hokage. It really depends. Could go either way. But the major thing is, instead of Danzo and his two root members being at the 5 Kage meeting and Sasuke interrupting them and stuff, it's Tsunade, Kakashi, and Naruto there. I feel like those are the two people she would choose to, guard her. And I believe, actually, she might not take Naruto because they didn't let him know about the war. because they thought he was too impulsive. So it might have been Kakashi and Shizune instead, and Naruto and Sasuke get to chill back in the village, kindle their friendship, I suppose, and Sasuke could get adjusted to the village again. The Kage meeting would go the same. Obito will still show up and be like, hey, give me your tailed beast or I will start a war with all of you. And I don't think the 5 villages would give up their tailed beasts like in the original. So war arc happens still, and everything from here on out stays relatively similar because Naruto and Sasuke were reasonably cool and working together during the war arc. The only thing is that he's helping a lot earlier, so probably a lot of casualties saved. And being able to speak with his brother again when he gets reanimated, I feel like Itachi would be really proud of him, and he'd be really happy that, you know, his plan worked. Sasuke would promise him that he would clear Itachi's name and the name of the Uchiha clan by doing good and maintaining the peace and making sure the village thrives. The only other major change there would be is that Valley of the Final End, the fight either wouldn't happen or it wouldn't be to the death like it was in canon, so they probably wouldn't have lost their arms, even though they're both kind of bricked, so they might have went full try hard and still ended at the same results. But like I said, since this change in the story happened pretty late, a lot of the things would have stayed the same. Like everything else is basically kind of canon. I just made this video because I thought Sasuke's decision was very fucking stupid. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe if you're new, and check out the new Discord server. I'll probably be on there. Catch you guys in the next video.